I am going to try to put in some locked off-road bump stops. So, factory bump stop is here. Not much to it really. So I picked these 2.5 inch locked off-road bump stops up at the Leduc off-road swap meet. So this is the normal sleeve that comes with it, 2.5 inches tall. But how I want to install this, of course, I have to make some modifications. So made a 4.5 inch sleeve for it, actually about 4 3/4, to go up through the frame rail. So first, I'm gonna have to get in here and cut out that factory bump stop mounting plate. All this guy here has got to be removed in the hope to put this up through the frame rail and use the factory pad on the axle as a locating point. So we'll start off the passenger side because I've got a gas tank to contend with on the driver's side. But start cutting, see what we can find. Well, the first thing I needed to do was make a mark at the angle that the factory bump stop laid at. I just took a little right angle, made a mark on the frame. And went to town on the Sawzall. Factory bump stop has been removed. Alright, so this ended up being one of the most crucial parts of this. I ended up being about a 1/16th off on my measurement here trying to find center, and didn't really realize it until I had the hole saw almost all the way to the top. So I had to take a lot more caution when I was doing the driver's side. Just made the mark. And just doing a little center punch here so I could start drilling. I started with a smaller bit, worked my way up to the, I believe it was a 1/4 inch that was actually in the hole saw. All of my bits are dead, so I went through 10, 15 different bits trying to find one that was sharp. But yeah, I probably spent the better part of 20 minutes hole sawing just the bottom. Just trying to get through clean and make sure that I wasn't, outside of center. The frame is not flat on the outside or the inside. This is where going directly up through the middle of the frame is very pertinent. Luckily enough, the hole saw doesn't really move around much once it's up inside the frame, even though it doesn't really have a pilot hole to follow. Yeah, just use a Dremel to clean up the edges a little bit so the 2.5 inch bump stop tube would just go right in there. Yeah, as I was going up with the hole saw, I could tell that it was starting to protrude through the outside of the frame rail, which ended up working to my advantage because I ended up using that area to add some weld. Yeah, I just followed the angle that I marked earlier and went all the way up to the top of the frame rail. Yeah, just be cautious of those AC lines that are there. Awfully close. That'll give me a good place to weld back there. yeah, I just went back to mocking up the tube. We've got to the point where it goes almost all the way up through the frame. Just needed to clean up a little bit of the top with the Dremel and a carbide bit. So here's the little protrusion that the hole saw cut into the outside of the frame. I just opened it up a little bit and then just started cleaning back all the, 15 or so years of gunk and grime so I could get a clean weld in there. So the frame's just a little bit over 4 inches tall. The tube that I made is 4 3/4. It stuck out about a 1/4 inch up top, 1/4 inch on the bottom. Just left me a lot of room to get a nice solid weld on there. But have to mock up everything, so I just put a little quick tack right here and then check to make sure that everything was going to line up top. So again, just a quick little mock-up, make sure everything is cleared. Just last minute double checking. It's tied up against the AC lines, but it fits. So pulled the tube out and just started welding everything together. So the gas tank definitely made that a lot tougher on the driver's side. I had to put some shielding up. I ended up not dropping the tank, but was able to get it done without having to drop it. So one last mock-up. And then I just need to take my buddy Jeffro and have him charged.
Alright, and then you can always leak it down from there. Right there is what we need.